had the
Carolina.
dress on. Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
they.
yeah.
Yeah, but dog, look, like, okay,
But
look.
but I think his thing was more so about artistic. You
Okay,
know,
nigga, fuck,
Nigga,
ain't no
ain't no
artistic
fucking.
nothing. What is the
What's the art?
purpose of a
Right.
dude wearing a dress? What is the
I don't
purpose of a
know.
dude wearing a dress? Like, okay,
I don't wear one, bro, so I don't know.
let's just define that. Like, what would be a purpose of a man wearing a dress? There is no purpose for a man wearing a dress. No
I don't
artistic,
know.
no style, no nothing, no comedy. Like, if a motherfucker like you a comedian, oh, you gotta put on a dress to make this funny. I punch the motherfucker in the face like,
I
bitch,
think they're trying
is
to
that
take
funny?
away our manhood. They're
No,
trying to take
dog,
away.
that's that whole shit. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's whole shit. That's bullshit, and it don't have nothing to do with religion. Okay.
Turn your mic down 2 notches, Trust, before you
Oh yeah,
finish.
but it just don't have nothing to do with religion, dog. Religion or anything, just like whatever design does. Made men have balls, made women have fucking eggs. When the 9 months that take the process to work, how when that process is over, you gonna say y'all made a mistake? How the fuck you gonna come out after the fact and say y'all made a mistake? I feel like this on the inside. That's not. I mean, I don't give a fuck what nobody's opinion is. That's bullshit, huh? Yeah. When you don't have no internal organs or anything of a woman, so how the fuck you gonna say you feel like a woman on the inside? Nigga, you just a dude that like other dudes. Accept that shit and move the fuck on. Huh?
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, but okay, in our mentality, but with that mentality, but with that being said, PG, how can we take a motherfucker's opinion talking about they felt like a woman on the inside? Maybe that's just bullshit. Because how can you ever feel like a woman on the inside when you never have ovaries, you never have a fucking uterus, you'll never have any internal things. The only thing that you have is the attraction to the same sex. But that doesn't mean that if you're attracted to the same sex that you should be a woman because you're attracted to the same sex, or if you're a woman that's attracted to another woman, you should be a man. Shit, that's that bullshit right there. Why can't they just say, "Hey, I'm just a gay motherfucker and I like dudes. I don't have to pretend to be a woman to like dudes, but that's the persona." Because what would make a man wanna be a woman? Like, how can you go from being a boy and you got balls and a dick and you pissing and doing all this other shit by saying that, oh, I'm a female, unless you have seen women act and then you be like, oh, I like the way they act, so I'm gonna act like that.
Oh shit, another nigga. Come on, G.
Yeah, but it's like you can't you internally you can't never feel like a woman because you're never gonna have a cycle. You're never gonna naturally do anything as a woman does. So the line of thing that they saying that oh, I just feel like this on the inside, I think it's just a bullshit thing, and everybody's just keeping up the bullshit because they want to just keep up the bullshit. Because there's nothing else inside your body that can make you a woman. So everything that you basing yourself, that you acting like a woman, all these dudes that talking about they transgender, they are watching women and then acting like they see how they act. Because there ain't nothing on the inside of them that's making them a female. Because if the shit dropped and made balls, you produce a sperm. You produce a sperm when you turn 11 or 12. So you still produce a sperm, but you talking about you feel like a woman on the inside. That's that cop out shit though. And then these white people are allowing that shit to happen. That's a cop out. Yeah, but it's not an agenda, it's a cop out. Because it's white people, it's all these different people doing the same shit. It's a cop out.
Well, you know they're trying to bring it back to how it was in the 300 days when they used to sleep with kids and sleep with men. They trying to get back to that. They trying to get they trying to get into that, so they pushing
What?
that agenda. That
They trying to get into what?
agenda, that agenda from back, that 300 agenda. You know, back in the day, they used to sleep with men and shit.
No, it's not an agenda. I think what I think it is. I think that what nobody wants to accept. What if this is a genetic fucking defect? Because look, every no. What I'm saying is a genetic defect in the process of babies being made. Okay, what I'm saying, Don, look, when I went to you,
it's different when you got a genetic.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying about the genetic defect. I'm gonna go deeper in about the genetic defect.
Right.
Okay, when the fetus starts off. No, it's not nothing that anybody pass on, dog. Before you start talking, let me finish. Okay, when an egg has an X chromosome, and the genetic material to make ovaries is in the place where ovaries should be, but when the sperm comes in, if it has a Y chromosome, it drops down to make testicles. So
right.
no human being has both like balls and ovaries. So if they start, so what if in the brain something genetically fucks up? Like it's just a thing. It's not like something that's passed down. It's just no. It's not in the flu shot. I'm talking about it's just in the design. It's just like it's something that goes wrong in the natural design of people. No, it's something that goes wrong in the natural design of people.
All right. Wait.
No, they said that homosexuality has been around since the beginning of time, but nobody never talked about it. No, but how do we know that it was in our history? Because we was enslaved a lot. So how do we know how people felt? We don't know if it was people that were born. If people are born gay, and the way that you are born gay is because the genetic material that makes ovaries or balls. Okay. Think about it. It stays up if it's gonna be a female. So when the sperm is added, if it's two X's, it's gonna be a female. But if that sperm is a Y, it drops down to become balls. What if something happens like every now and then something happens that the brain just the pathways get crossed up and shit because that's how people that's in the design of how we design.
Now trust, check it out. Maybe you right about that, but what that got to do with them putting it in all the movies and TV shows and putting it all in the schools, and it seems like it's more like they trying to program people.
Okay, now that situation is that perspective is from a money perspective because they are advertising to people that's saying that there are gay people, and if you advertise this shit to them, they're gonna spend their money with us. Like if you advertise makeup to gay dudes, they're gonna go buy makeup. So it's not an agenda, it's just they're trying to get money.
Well, it seemed more, if they putting, like I say, if they putting it in TV and movies and teaching the kids about it in school, and then they changing the sports into where
no, but they put it in TV. They put it in TV and movies because it's gay people watching TV. So look, if you got a show and you put a gay character in there, more gay people gonna watch the show. When the commercials come on, they're gonna put some shit on there so they can make some money. So it doesn't have anything to do with they want you to be gay. They just saying if you already gay, we gonna advertise this shit to you so you can spend your money with it.
But the problem is, why does the sexuality got to be in any? When you watch TV shows, when you watch an action movie, you're not wondering is the action guy gay or straight. Like you don't like when you watching an action movie, you watching it to see a fight, see the scene, see somebody get beat. To put in a whole storyline of a person being gay, in a part of a movie, in most movies, bro. In most movies now,
but that's just inclusion. That's an inclusion thing. So gay people will be more likely to want to go watch a show because there's somebody like them in the movie.
Gay people are included because they people. They don't have to have something separate. But in a way,
they wasn't included in the beginning at all. So that was a market that they were losing money on. So look, okay, the reason that I'm saying is that
sexuality and inclusion is two different things. You can't just because sexuality and inclusion is two different things. When you inclusion to be like putting a black person in a movie of all whites, but a gay person in the movie are all straight in a non-sexual. I mean that's like that don't make sense because that don't mean they excluded from anything because their sexuality ain't put in the
But anything
forefront. You know
on
what I mean?
television, they're doing it. They're not doing it as an agenda. They're doing it so they can get the maximum profit.
It
They don't
seems
care
that
about. They don't care about that.
I'm
We got to
sure that
include
gay
gay people
people
too, or
don't.
we want you to be gay. They putting
I'm
that shit
sure.
on there
I'm
so
sure.
more gay people are watching, so they can get more
Listen,
gay dollars.
I'm sure
That's how they
that
looking
when
at it.
gay people watch movies, I'm sure that when gay people watch movies and they see a gay character in there, they don't be like, "Yay, it's a gay man, yay!" I'm pretty
No,
sure they be
no,
like,
no,
"Yeah, I see
no. You
they
missing.
trying
No,
to
no. You
sell it
missing the
to us."
purpose of.
You know what
No,
I'm
you
saying?
missing the purpose of all the shows. The purpose of all the shows is to draw a crowd, and if you draw a crowd, and if it includes you, you can get more money off it.
What about
Okay,
in
look
school?
it.
What about in
If you
school
add
though?
if you add a gay character to a show, and gay people start watching it, when they put on a commercial for fucking makeup or something, that's gonna bring the dollars out because we can get this type of makeup too, and that's why they doing it. They're not doing it to say that we want more people to be gay. The powers that be just doing it for the money.
Well, my only problem with that is why are they using it? Why is it getting taught in school? Like why are they
It's
teaching?
being taught in school because it's just generally acceptable. Okay, both of my sons seen all of that crazy ass shit on TV and stuff, but I sit there and explain to them, and since they was little, yeah.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
No, they try to make it generally acceptable like they do everything else. No, what I'm saying is that what advertising does is that no, but they haven't been teaching us real anything at all because okay, when you basically look at the system, like because when I was listening to what's his name, he turned me on to he said the worst thing that happened to black people is we got integrated into this system, and he made me think about something. He was like that was the dude, the rapper, he was a rapper. What the fuck is his name? He was on that
Killer Mike.
No, it wasn't Killer Mike, it was the other dude. He played in some movies and shit. I just can't think of his name right now.
David Banner.
David Banner, yeah. David Banner is the one that said that. He said the worst thing that happened to black people is that we were integrated in the system. And he made me think about something. I was like, God damn it, I missed that one. He was right. The worst thing that white people did was integrate us into this system.
Yeah. Right, we couldn't go to their store, so we had our own shit.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah. Hey,
No,
hey,
what he was saying about
Chicago when we used to have.
But no, what he was saying about how what he was saying about how the worst thing that they did was integrating us into their system was like they incorporated us along with the white people.
Fire cell done. Prices are back to normal. Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, stop shopping at our own. Thought they shit was better.
No, but they integrated us in the system when they took away what I'm saying about how we was integrated. What I was saying about, I went deeper on what he was talking about. They integrated us into their system when they took everything away from the slaves. When they took everything away from the slaves, the language, the identity, and gave us their last names and everything. That's how they integrated us into the system, because everything that we learned from a book. If we couldn't read, They wrote all the motherfucking books. Huh? Yeah. So the books that they gave us everything. They gave us a language, and they took our language away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they taught us their religion. They taught us their religion. They taught us everything. So look, when we was little kids, we looked at all of these white. Yeah, they did give us Christianity. No, Christianity didn't start in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. No, Christianity didn't start in Ethiopia.
They said that the first colleges was in Ethiopia. It was in Egypt. Yeah, Christianity.
No, dog. I traced the shit back. Christianity started with
the name Christianity came, but the actual religion, the stuff that they took it out of Egypt. They said in Egypt, it was this place called the Library of Alexandria in Egypt. Everything started in Egypt. College, the fucking science,
no.
everything.
Look,
so they learned. They even got their religion from there. The son, supposed to be the son of God. Jesus.
But Jesus came from the Jewish people. The Jewish people wrote the first. The Jewish people wrote the first Bible. The Jewish people had the first Bible that was written down.
Nah, the Jews did start in Ethiopia though. That's why when Israel brought over all those 100,000 migrants.
But the Jewish people had the first, the oldest Bible that exists is called the Torah, and the Torah was written by Jewish people.
It's the Torah, but they got the Torah from
the Torah. They got the Torah from Ethiopia. Is the Torah.
The Ethiopian Jews is the oldest Jews.
The Jewish people, but because in the first Bible that they think it wasn't written in any African language. The first Bible was written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Arabic.
Yeah.
In Hebrew, that's the first the first written language. I trace languages back all the way to the beginning. Trace languages back to the beginning because that's how you can find the truth. Fuck what a person is saying. Find out how people start doing things, and that's how you can get to the truth. Like, how do we actually write shit down on paper? Who had the first language to write?
Too, though.
The African people that was taking the slaves were down at the bottom of Africa, and at the top of Africa was totally different because if that was the case, then everybody
Egypt is in the top of Africa though. Egypt is in the top of Africa.
Yeah, Egypt is in the top of Africa, but where the slaves were being taken was at the bottom of Africa.
We ain't talking about the slaves. We said in Ethiopia was black people too. Them people that got in Ethiopia now,
No, Africa was divided because the continent the continent was so big that you could not travel but you couldn't travel like people thought they could back in those times.
You talking about Mansu Musa?
Yeah, but you couldn't travel like that. Think about it. But a lot of people wasn't even on horses and camels, and they didn't have a way to direct themselves to travel.
Wow. So I'm gonna go sit down.
No, money. How was they? They couldn't even make currency in no time. Who was making currency? Who was making currency? How did they mine for that shit, nigga? They didn't have no tools to mine for gold.
You talking about wait? They did. Wait, y'all talking about two different time periods. Cause Mansu Musa and them had gold. That was like the BC period.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch
We
the
talking
skies.
about early trust. Y'all talking about two different periods.
What?
Y'all talking about two different periods.
No, dog. Understand, how were people with rudimentary motherfucking equipment and tools mining for anything, and how was they using that shit wasn't
That tools wasn't rudimentary.
valued like
They
that.
built them pyramids. That shit wasn't rudimentary.
Man, but that shit would, but dog, do you think, but how would
That
you,
shit was not
nigga,
rudimentary.
how would you, how
Shit.
would you have a system, a monetary system in those times when motherfuckers could barely get around?
But that's what I'm saying. This the thing. If all those, if them columns and them pillars and that shit is megatons and all
Man,
that
dog,
shit,
look, dog, trace gold back and see when it was discovered and see how people were mining
Nah, I ain't
and stuff,
talking about
and
gold. I
that
ain't
shit
talking
didn't
about
come.
gold.
That
I
shit
think the
way
first-
back in time they couldn't. How the fuck would they
I
mine
ain't talking about
for gold and they could
And
barely live?
Not in the when the beginning they say that they use barter, like they whatever. If you had weed and I had something, they just start using gold as like a IOU type of thing. Just
Yeah,
like how they use
but
cash.
why
At
would
first it was
how
just
would
like-
you use gold as an IOU thing? You couldn't do
because
anything with
you
it.
could trade it
It
in
was
because it was
worthless.
pretty.
Dog,
And,
dog, at a certain time,
and
all
gold
of
was
those
real
minerals and
conductive,
stuff were
and it was
worthless.
easy to melt. It was easy to melt and bend, and it was
But
conductive.
nigga, how was you
especially 'cause they
gonna
didn't have
melt
a
it
lot of
with?
heat then,
What was you
so
gonna
they
melt
had
the
to
shit
use-
with, nigga? Do you know the temperature you have to get that shit through to melt it? And then
Well, you know they did it
what was you
because they
gonna?
had it all in the pyramids. You know they used
But
gold
nigga,
for a
what
lot
was you
of
gonna?
stuff,
But what was you gonna make the gold into, dog? Like, look, you
Shit, they
couldn't
was
really
making it
mine
for
for shit. How
jewelry.
was you mine for gold back in those times? You didn't have no drills or nothing.
The problem is, this the problem though, Trust. We don't know how they did it, but you know they did it because it was all in the pyramids.
No, they didn't. Dog, when you go back and look at some of that shit, go back and look at when gold first started being. No, white people didn't do anything.
saying-
That's what I'm saying. It was a time that currency. How could you make currency? It was no companies. There was no companies. There were no fucking.
When did gold first start getting mined?
No, it's
It
the
says
history of currency.
The first use of gold as money occurred around 700 BC when the Lydian merchants produced the first coins. So,
Yeah, but how was they producing coins, dog?
it says
Think about it.
It says
How are they producing coins, dog?
gold was
Okay,
first
how would you
discovered
make
as a shiny yellow nugget.
How would you make a fire? How would you make a fire?
Shit,
But
figured it out.
but nigga, where were you collecting the materials to do all of this shit, dog? Think about when
Shit,
they
the
didn't have
same- the
nothing.
same way they
That shit would be
collect them now.
difficult as fuck. Now you have to worry about eating every day. You couldn't be worried about looking for no. And how would you find it if you don't have no materials to find the shit?
Well, I don't know. To be honest, Trust, that's a good question. I don't know how they did it, but I know they did it. That's the thing. We don't know how.
No, they didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. When I went back and started looking at this shit, some of
But
that
it
shit.
says the gold of Troy treasure hoard excavated in Turkey dating to the era of 2400 to 2600 BC shows a range of gold work from delicate jewelry to gold gravy boat weighing full
but that's
Troy pounds.
but okay, that's records of
Gold
that
has
type of
always
stuff.
had
But okay,
value
what
to
you have to
humans,
look
even
at.
before it was money. This
But
demonstrated
okay,
by the
what you have to
extraordinary
look at
efforts
is
made to
that how would they go and find gold, and
It
then
says in the quest for gold by the Phoenicians, the Egyptians, the Indians, the Hittites, the Chinese, and other prisoners of war were sent to work mines as were slaves and criminals. This happened during the time when gold had no value as money, but what just was considered as desirable commodity in as itself. So before it was even considered as money, people was digging for it just because it was shiny and gold. Because it looked like
yeah,
it looked different
dog,
than any
look,
other
how
material
much time could you
on Earth.
actually spend? Look, think about it. How much time could you actually spend going looking for that shit when you had all that other shit to take care of, my nigga?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Some of that shit they embellish some of that information, and they just But think about how
Maybe it
difficult
wasn't as
it would
hard
have
as we
been.
think life was for them. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they
Yeah, it
did eat
was,
and then
dog.
have to.
Dog.
We talking about
Dog,
during the
it had to
700
be.
BC period. We ain't talking about when Earth was forming and we talking the BC period. Not like you talking about like when the Earth was forming. We talking about after societies was built.
Yeah, when societies was built,
We talking about
nigga,
pillars of Hercules. They talking about.
think about the shit that they
It says their
had.
science
How
may
could
have
they
been
fucking?
primitive, but the Greeks learned much about the practices of gold mining. By the time of the death of Alexander of Macedon, 323 BC, the Greeks had mined gold from the pillars of Hercules, Gibraltar, all the way to eastward Asia,
Yeah,
miners to Egypt,
how,
and found
dog?
traces
Okay,
of place
how were
miners
they
today.
mining for this shit, dog?
I have
Where
no
were the
idea.
tools and all
I'm
the
finna
shit
see
to do
what
that
tools they
shit?
was using to mine gold. Let me see. Right, there ain't nothing but a shovel, a fucking a piece. All you need is a
Yeah,
shovel.
but nigga, how would you get the materials to make a fucking shovel though? Okay, first you would have to go mine for fucking iron and wood and all this other shit to make a
Shit,
shovel.
they can do it. That
Huh?
ain't that hard. That ain't that hard
What?
that ain't that hard to figure out. That ain't hard
What
to
you
figure
mean? My
out.
head is in the dirt. How would you
Let's
mine
see.
for things? How would you go and go
What
search
tools
for
did
all of
they
this
use
shit
to
when you
first
didn't have
mine
light? You
materials
didn't
from the
have
earth?
none of the luxuries that we have now. Like,
Let's see. Let me show you what tools they was using. Shit, they was using stone tools to mine, because the stone was harder than the ground. They was using stone tools.
There's less than 10 to go. You can win this.
Yeah, these motherfuckers knew a little bit more than we think. Shit, they said they could start. They was mining with stone tools. They was digging shit long
but nigga, if you had
time ago.
stone tools, it was some material that stone couldn't penetrate and shit.
Shit, keep digging, and you gonna find something harder than what you got.
Yeah, but nigga, how
Then
are you
keep
gonna keep
digging for
digging
that.
when you don't have no lights or no shit like that, nigga? What the fuck?
You ain't gonna be doing it overnight. You just gonna do it in the daytime.
Yeah, but how, motherfucker? Dog, that's what I'm
You ain't
saying.
gotta
It's
go
a
that
knowledge
far
shit
down to
that's
find
not
no gold.
actually
It ain't like you
explained.
gotta go to the core of the earth. You only gotta go a couple of feet down. If
No,
that.
nigga, what you mean? You have to go a couple of feet down, nigga? No,
don't
nigga, you
gotta
gotta
go-
do more than that.
What?
You gotta do
How
more than
far
that.
You gotta go.
Nigga, okay. Gold is a natural occurring
I mean,
element.
I know eventually you got to go further down, but I don't think that they couldn't have did it
Nigga,
because I know they did it.
wouldn't find. How was they finding gold in the rip, nigga? Dog,
The
they
gold
wouldn't
is in
find
the water, too, they say. They
that shit
did
is
say
not
that,
as
though.
easy. That shit is not as easy as what y'all making it seem. That how the fuck would you go mine for shit when you don't have no fucking
I ain't gonna
tools?
say
And
it was
then
easy though. I don't think it was easy, but I don't think it was impossible because they did.
how the fuck would they even find the shit?
This the thing. We arguing about something that they did already.
No, I'm saying, but how would they even find it?
They found it. I don't know how they found it, but they actually found it.
They don't
I could
explain none of
I
that.
could see if that never happened, like if it never happened, but it actually
Yeah,
happened.
but look, okay, how the fuck would you be
That's
going
like
to try to
saying how
mine
to
for
do
some
the
gold
earth
when you
crust. How
barely
to-
had some fucking food to eat?
That's like saying how to. Why?
But you barely had food to eat, dog.
but
You
they-
didn't have no refrigerators.
But they had.
you didn't have
But think about it,
anything
Trust.
to
Before they
support.
started looking at the stars, they had food to eat too. But they still had time to map the stars. They still had food to eat, but they still had time to make clothes to wear in the winter. They still needed food
Yeah,
to eat,
but
but
look,
they had
people-
time
but when
to
people were
draw on
doing
the
all of these
walls in the
things-
caves.
But when people were doing all these things and how
They did it as a collective group.
how
They
the
didn't do-
areas look like, how
But
undeveloped
what you
areas
gotta
look.
remember-
It took a while to develop those areas, dog. It wasn't
you-
like they just did that shit.
Well, you
and-
gotta
and, oh,
remember they
just
didn't
went
do it
looking
by
for-
themselves. If we was in the village and all us was together, maybe I was the one going to cook the food and make the food while you was the one looking at the stars. Maybe Blood was the one digging the ground while I was making sure we had the food. But me and Killer went and hunted. Maybe
Yeah, but
PG was the
okay,
blacksmith.
somebody would have to
by
teach you how to do
teaching
all
the
of this shit
kids.
first, though. But
Somebody
people would have
did
to
it
teach
first.
you how to do all this shit
We
first.
know somebody did it first, but we also know that somebody did it. So we arguing about something that we know happened already.
Yeah,
we
we
know
know
they found gold under
people
the
did it,
ground.
but
We
we
know
don't
they
know
mined the
exactly
ground.
how they did it. We know that they did it, but we don't know
Right.
exactly
we
how they
really
did it.
don't, but we know for a fact that it was done.
Yeah, so in some of the ways that they tell
it's
the
not
stories,
impossible, is
they
what
might
he's
push an idea that may not all the way be practical. Because dog, it's a lot of stuff that it was way more difficult. Like, why would you be running out here looking for gold and all this other
practice,
shit
right?
when it was all this other shit that you actually needed to survive every day?
Wait, let's break it down.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Yeah. You. Wait. Blood, you ain't even gotta go that far. When you say practical is broke down in practice, and practice is something that you can continue to do. And right now you can continue to mine gold. In Africa, them niggas ain't got no big time tools and shit. These little Africans over there mining gold with their hands selling it to people.
Mining gold is not just what y'all okay, where the fuck do you find gold at? Where do you find gold? Okay, first of all, what we gotta look, if you really wanna know, how do you mine for gold? Where is gold found in the first place? How do you find it?
Here we go. Where is gold found on Earth?
Yeah, how do you find gold? That's how you can answer some of these questions.
The largest amounts of gold on Earth are found in the oceans, but it is not yet feasible to extract gold from seawater. Gold is found all over the world, including Canada, the United States, South Africa, Russia, Peru, China, Australia, Indonesia.
Bring home the win.
Yeah, but they say it's found, but they not telling you how, where, how do you, but okay, without any type of detection motherfucking tools, how did they just walk up on some shit and say, oh, there's some gold, and we finna, and then we got the shit to melt this shit, and then after we melt it, it really doesn't do anything.
I think it was probably trial and error.
No, but what I'm saying, but Doc, look, the question I'm asking, okay, when you did all of this work to mine for this gold, just to make it into some fucking jewelry or something. The gold can't actually do anything. What can you actually do with gold?
Well, they like it because it's pretty. They mine for
what can you actually do with it? What you going looking for? What are people? All these people going to get all this gold for? When all you doing is making.
That's a good question. We don't know why they was doing it, but they did it.
Yeah, but yeah, they wasn't doing it like people had. It was other shit that you really had to be worried about, nigga. It was really other shit that you had to be worried about.
Well, it was, but they still. That's the thing. We keep saying that, but that's what they did. We know they had to worry about food, but they still was able to eat and mine for gold. If that was the case, they would have mined for gold and all died out. Because we know for a fact that they was mining for gold. We know this.
Yeah, so but they wasn't doing it. They
had
other
stuff
that.
to do somebody obviously had time to do both or multiple things. Like I'm telling you, if we work together, we can do it.
Mining for gold when you trying to actually survive and you don't have knowledge of anything.
I think
like
that it was maybe one person might have been doing it, and then somebody seen it and said, "Oh, I like that. I like that shiny thing." And then maybe found the spot where it was at.
But that shit can't help you build a house.
And then other people start looking for it.
But look, that shit can't help you build a house. It can't help you really do anything. So what was the fucking importance of that bullshit? That's what I'm saying. They be making shit like okay, really the question that motherfuckers be asking, how did motherfuckers learn how to build a fucking house? Like, how did they get the materials and do all this shit to build a house?
They probably got the materials the same way they got gold, like digging and mining for it. They probably figured it out. They had to figure it out.
Nah, they didn't figure shit out. Somebody fucking gave us instructions, and that's the shit they ain't telling us.
Now that's impossible. I mean, that's possible.
But that's what it is, because we had to learn how to do all these things. We just didn't stumble upon shit and figure out, oh, we're
It's
gonna take this
possible.
piece of wood over here and take this shit and build. So somebody had to tell her. So where is the intelligence?
You think somebody came down and told? Wait, you think somebody came
the
down
data
and told us?
that gave us all the shit because
Wait.
somebody had to teach us how to read, write, and even do any of this shit.
Okay, you think somebody came down and gave who what was the first car made? Who made the first vehicle? Like the first car. Was it Ford? It wasn't Ford, right? Let me see when the first vehicle was made.
No, but what I'm saying is that
I'm just saying
that
who
people
I was
had
thinking who gave them the
Enemy dropping into the area.
when was the first car made?
Practice while you can. We're deploying soon.
January 29, 1886.
1886. So, and Diamond. Got Diamond.
Carl Benz applied for a
Carl Benz. Oh, and I got a Benz. Yeah, I ain't know that.
Yeah, but okay, nigga. Okay, if the first car was made in the 1800s,
So
nigga,
who gave
what
them the
about-
knowledge to build the first car? Who
Yeah,
gave them
yeah.
the
But
knowledge
what
to
I'm
make
saying
the
is
first
that.
rocket?
Enemy soldier
Who gave them the
but
knowledge
look,
to
though.
make the first phone or the TV?
But look at how many years. But look at how many hundreds of years passed by before that car was made.
Maybe it was a long time before stuff was made too. Because think about
Nigga, it was
between-
generations before a car was made.
Right, maybe it was longer than that before people was able to build houses or mine gold. Because even
Yeah,
over
but
our
we-
time
but-
that we
but
know,
look,
over all
but
the
they'll give
recorded
us
history that
information
we
about
got,
all
we
this
could
other
see
shit
them.
about this shit, but they don't give us the basic information. Like,
But-
where do we get this information
But
from?
look at the marvels. Just think about the marvels that we did in the time that we got the recorded history of between 1800 and this 2020. We flying jets in the sky with thousands of pounds of people in it. When in 1800 he just made a car that couldn't go nothing but 3 miles. So just look at the marvel that we made in the past 200 years.
when I watched that movie about
You
the
know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
that
Like,
was going out,
Think
no,
about
when I watched the
thousands of
movie
years.
about
Fuck
the, in
200
the,
years.
For real.
yeah,
Fuck
but look,
200 years.
but look, did you ever watch the movie with Chris Hemsworth when they had them motherfuckers on the ship when they was going to get the whales, and the whales would provide oil so people would have lanterns. Look at how long it took them motherfuckers to go actually capture a whale with the materials and shit that they had to bring that shit back so people can have a lantern.
Yeah, they did that shit though. Just for
Yeah,
a lantern.
but
Just for a
but-
lantern.
but-
So imagine what they'll do for something that they thought was gonna better their civilization. If they knew that they
Yeah,
could get
but gold
across
is
somewhere
better
and
than
do something.
civilization.
that way
Them
they could
motherfuckers
eat.
going out there catching, getting them whales to bring back the blubber so they can make oil. The lanterns
Right.
help people so they can have light,
They
fire,
wasn't
and
that
all this
dumb.
shit so they can.
They wasn't dumb
but
as
I'm
we
just
think.
saying that look at the journey. If you just watch that, I forgot what the name of that movie
Yeah,
was.
tell me what it
but-
is. So I watch it. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, but it was like Chris Hemsworth, and it was like the story the story that came
Ooh.
that led to the dude
I
making
ain't
the
never
Moby
selling my
Dick
car.
tour.
You know, I ain't never selling my car now that I looked that up because I got a Benz. So the first dude that Carl Benz was to apply for a patent for his vehicle powered gas engine. Carl Benz, 1886, baby. I should get that on my
1886.
plate.
But look, okay, 1886, because I
A
didn't even know
German,
that.
and he was a German.
Yeah, I didn't know that because shit, everybody said, but see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes
I
that
thought it
people
was
think that
Ford, but
information
Ford
is
was the
like,
first American dude to make Henry Ford.
but
it was Carl
that's
Benz
all we
that made
hear
the first
because we
car.
live in America, but we don't get an
Right.
idea of other things that happen because we only get one perspective because it's what the perspective that the people, the powers that be give us. That's what I'm saying, that now since we have more access to more information, maybe if we go out and look for more shit, we can find better answers instead of saying that, because we base a lot of answers that we have off of what we think we know.
Hell no.
And,
and
imagination
everything I
shit
know
because-
now, everything I talk about now, I done already looked it up now before I even talk about it because I don't want to look like an idiot.
but you look up certain things, but it's like, how do you find out? Like okay, you gonna see information here, information there. How do we find out? how we can get to the best possible like shit that can lead us to more answers and shit, like what we talking about right now. Like it leads us to more answers, because if you don't follow the substance like gold, like how is gold mined, how is gold, that's how we find out how shit, how you get shit done.
Yeah, because what happened?
Hey, hold on right quick. Let me. Hello. Hey, what's up?
Where everybody else at? Y'all gone? Anybody there? What can gold be used for?
Here's a summary from your story. 5 common uses of gold: dentistry and medicine, electronics and computers, metals and statues, and jewelry.